Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to solve two 2-mark questions from Coordinate Geometry chapter which had appeared in Mathematics Standard Papers under the CBSE Board Exam 2025. You will find each of these questions along with their timestamps in the description box below. So let us start with the first question now. The coordinates of the endpoints of the line segment AB are A -2, -2 and B 2, -4. P is the point on AB such that BP is equal to 4/7 times AB. Find the coordinates of point P. So let us try to understand this question by drawing a rough figure first. So here we have been given a line segment AB with the coordinates of A being -2, -2 and B being 2, -4. Now it has been given that P is a point on the line AB such that BP is equal to 4/7 times AB. Now this means that the length BP is going to take 4 parts out of the total 7 parts of AB. So if you think of dividing this line AB into 7 equal parts, then 4 parts will be taken up by the length BP and the remaining 3 parts will be taken up by the length AP, because 4 plus 3 gives us total 7 parts. So 4 parts are being taken by BP and 3 parts will be taken up by AP. So here we have considered the coordinates of point P as x, y, and it divides AB in such a way that the part PB will be equal to 4 parts and the part AP will be equal to 3 parts. So here we have written the point P divides the line segment AB in the ratio 3:4. And we have been asked here to find out the coordinates of P. And since the point P is dividing the line segment into 2 different segments or sections, we are going to make use of section formula, which is given as x, y, which are the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment, is equal to m1x2 plus m2x1 over m1 plus m2, comma m1y2 plus m2y1 over m1 plus m2. Now here the coordinates of A are considered as x1, y1 and coordinates of B are considered as x2, y2, and the ratio 3:4 is being considered as m1:m2. Now we have to just plug in all these values in this formula. So we get here m1x2 plus m2x1 becomes 3 times 2 plus 4 times -2 over m1 plus m2 becomes 3 plus 4, comma m1y2 plus m2y1 becomes 3 times -4 plus 4 times -2 over m1 plus m2 again becomes 3 plus 4. Now let us simplify this. So here 3 times 2 gives us 6 plus 4 multiplied with -2 gives us -8 over 3 plus 4 is 7, comma 3 times -4 gives us -12 and plus 4 times -2 gives us -8 over 7. So here the coordinates of point P, that is x, y, will be equal to 6 minus 8, which is -2 over 7, comma -12, -8, they will add up together to give us -20 over 7. So these are the coordinates of point P, which divides the line segment AB. Now let us move on to the next question. Prove that abscissa of a point P, which is equidistant from points with coordinates A 7, 1 and B 3, 5 is 2 more than its ordinate. So let us understand what is an abscissa and ordinate first. So the abscissa of a point always represents the x coordinate of the given point. So here if you want to say what is an abscissa of the point A, then it is going to be 7 and abscissa of point B is going to be 3. And ordinate represents the y coordinate of the given points. So for A it is going to be 1 and B it is going to be 5. Now once we have understood what is an abscissa and ordinate, the next thing we have to do here is we have to prove that the abscissa of a given point is 2 more than its ordinate. So here we have to prove that the abscissa, which is x, the word is in English represents equal to sign in mathematics. So x is 2 more than. So 2, remember more is a keyword for addition operation. So here it becomes 2 plus 2 more than its ordinate. Now ordinate is y coordinate. So here we have to prove that the abscissa, that is x, is equal to 2 more than its y coordinate. Now once we have understood this, let us focus on the second piece of information given. Here it is given that the point P is equidistant from the points A and B. So let us consider that the coordinates of point P are x, y, because we do not know what are the coordinates over here. So the point P is going to be equidistant, means the distance of point P from point A is going to be equal to distance between point P and point B. So the length or distance of AP will be equal to the length or distance between BP. And since we are talking about the distance over here, we have to make use of distance formula, which is given as d, that is the distance, is equal to square root of x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square. So let us begin by finding the distance between point A and point P by using this formula. So here the coordinates of point A are considered as x1, y1 is equal to 7, 1, and coordinates of P, which we have considered as x, y, let us say that it is going to represent x2, y2 in the given formula. So the distance AP will be equal to d is equal to square root of x1 minus x2 becomes 7 minus x the whole square plus y1 minus y2 becomes 1 minus y the whole square. Now similarly, let us find out the distance BP. So here we have considered the coordinates of point B now as x1, y1 is equal to 3, 5 and the point P as x2, y2. Now again we are going to substitute these values in this formula, giving the distance BP is equal to square root of x1 minus x2 the whole square becomes 3 minus x the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square becomes 5 minus y the whole square. Now again, reconsidering this relationship, that is AP is equal to BP, we have written their respective values over here. That is, on the left hand side we have written the AP value and on the right hand side we have written the BP value. Now we can cancel the square roots from both the sides of equal to sign. So we are going to cancel them off. So this equation is going to simplify now as 7x the whole square plus 1 minus y the whole square is equal to 3 minus x the whole square plus 5 minus y the whole square. Now if we look at these brackets, they are all in the form a minus b the whole square. So here we are going to expand each of these brackets by using this identity, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So 7 minus x the whole square expands as 7 square minus 2 times 7 times x plus x square plus now 1 minus y the whole square expands as 1 square minus 2 times 1 times y plus y square is equal to now 3 minus x the whole square expands as 3 square minus 2 times 3 times x plus x square plus 5 minus y expands as 5 square minus 2 times 5 times y plus y square. Now let us simplify this equation. So here 7 square becomes 49 minus 2 times 7 is 14 and 14 times x gives us 14x plus x square plus 1 square gives us 1 minus 2 times 1 is 2 and 2 times y is 2y plus y square is equal to 3 square is 9 minus 2 times 3 is 6 and 6 times x is 6x plus x square plus 5 square is 25 minus 2 times 5 is 10 and 10 times y gives us 10y plus y square. Now let us see if any terms get cancelled from both the sides of the equal to sign. So here we can see that x square can be cancelled from both the sides of equal to sign because they get subtracted. Similarly, y square can be cancelled from both the sides of equal to sign. So here we have written down the remaining terms. So on the left hand side we have 49 minus 14x plus 1 minus 2y is equal to, on the right hand side we have 9 minus 6x plus 25 minus 10y. Now let us collect the like terms. So on the left hand side we have negative 14x minus 2y Now 49 plus 1 gives us plus 50 is equal to negative 6x, negative 10y. Now 9 plus 25 gives us plus 34. Now in the next step, we are going to take negative 14 on the right hand side and the remaining two terms on the left hand side. So this is going to give us negative 10y comes on the other side and becomes positive 10y minus 2y plus 50. Now plus 34 goes on the other side and becomes negative 34 is equal to, now negative 14x becomes positive 14x minus 6x. Now here 10y minus 2y gives us 8y plus 50 minus 34 gives us 16 is equal to 14x minus 6x gives us 8x. Now here all the terms are divisible by 8, that is 8y can be divided by 8, 16 can be divided by 8 and 8x can be divided by 8. So this equation simplifies as y plus 2 is equal to x, or we can write it as x equal to 2 plus y. They both are same. So here we have proved that the abscissa is 2 more than the ordinate, hence proved. So this is going to be our answer. I hope you have understood all the steps and liked the video. And if you found this video useful, then check out this playlist where you'll find more examples of this kind. And if you're liking my videos, like, share and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching.